right? So the next part of the system that the next feature we have on the system is to sell your vehicle or sell your car. So customers may have vehicles that they want to sell to the business, and the business may also be ready to maybe they are ready to buy, right? So if customers submit, they should be able to go through a series of processes to review the vehicle, approve the vehicle, and then finally if they decide to buy, then they buy from the customer. So me as a customer here, I just log into my account, and then I'll come here to go through the process. I have a vehicle, I'll provide the vehicle information, right? Information about the vehicle, so the images, and then maybe it's a Toyota. I'll just type that it's a Camry, and then maybe the year is 2020, and the market, let me just use this value, and the condition is excellent. Now asking price is how much I want to sell the vehicle to the business, so I'll just go with 120,000 Ghana cedis. And then for description, I have something here. I'll just copy that and then paste as a description. But for the customer, they are basically going to write every detail about the company. Every detail about the vehicle. If it's faulty, anything wrong with it, the vehicle condition, and all of those stuff, right? If even needed, they can add maybe a bit of reason why they want to sell it, right? So that is what the additional details is for. So anything about the vehicles, basically, so once they provide all of this information about the vehicle and all of that, they can now submit the vehicle to for review. So the one I just submitted is this one, and currently it also generated the reference number for me for this particular vehicle, so that if maybe over time nothing happens, no action is taken from the system owners on this, right? What I can do is that I can call the business and then mention my reference number to them based on this, and then they'll be able to proceed. So these are the information that I provided, and then here view details will bring you to this page, and every information that I provided here. Here we intentionally decided not to show the image, but that is fine. You can also cancel every request that you made as a customer, right? So now once you submitted this, the only action that you can perform here as a customer is to cancel, right? But then admin on the other hand, or the system owner on the other hand, can also log in onto the system, or once they log in and then there is any sell request submission, so sell request, they will be able to see. So the one I submitted as a customer is this, and my information, and then every bit of vehicle information I provided, and then the asking price that I also shared is that, and the date that happened, and then the status. Now here admin has a lot more of options that they can perform on this particular request, so they can choose to view details about that particular request that you submitted as a customer, and then they say, okay, so this customer submitted this, whether the customer's account is verified or not. You see a badge here, and then so the system is sad that if your account is not verified, right, especially your documents, which I will be sharing with you in the subsequent series, you need to go through a process to verify your documents. So once the document is verified, meaning that you can rent a vehicle on the system, right? But aside that, you don't need document verification, identity document verification, to be able to request to sell a vehicle to the business. Currently that's what we have, right? The same thing for consultation, but for you to be able to rent a vehicle on the system, your identity document should be verified by the system owner, okay? And once they do that, you'll be able to rent a vehicle, right? So that is an addition that I just want to add here. Now, so every information that the customer provided about the vehicle is here. So admin can now approve or take any of these actions based on the information that they see, right? So the vehicle should be here, and then they will see all of those stuff. Now approve request, they'll be able to approve, reject, and all of that. So let me just quickly go to approval, and then I provide this. Now if you look here, whoever selling the vehicle says that they are asking for this price. But me as a business owner, I have finished reviewing the vehicle details and all of that, and then also comparing to the current market price. So basically, as a business owner, before you approve, you need to do your due diligence, okay? And also maybe visiting the vehicle and seeing the vehicle itself, right? And then you can now come back to your system and then, okay, so based on everything that I saw about the vehicle, you are asking for, let's say, 119,000, and that I would go for what, 100,000, right? So, and then I confirm and approve. So it's not telling me that the person is asking for this, but the business wants to what, give this value. Okay, so currently it shows what, approved. So the customer is also saying that this has been approved with this this offer price. So if the customer is willing and they want admin to proceed, right, then they can just give a go ahead and admin will come back and mark this as what, completed. So complete in this case means that the vehicle has been what, the admin or the business owner has succeeded in buying the vehicle. So once they complete, then that deal is what, closed and all of that. So completed, you don't see any action. So this is the process that customers go through to submit vehicles for sale or requesting to sell vehicle to the business. They will be able to see every action that the business is taking on their request, and like every other part follows in that manner. So just to show you what happens, the email I used was this, just to show you what happens at the customer side. Also, let me just log in using the same customer details that I shared earlier on. I used earlier on, or not here. So let me go back to the dashboard. This was sell request, and then you see it says not completed, right? And then you can see the asking price that the customer provided, and then the offer price that admin shared with them. So that is the details about the sell request, as you also see, right? So every detail, each process is captured into the system. Submit details, admin review, they offer your price. If you like, you want them to proceed, then they can now finally buy the car if they also want to buy. Okay, so that is that on the sell request. So the next one that we will walk you through is the consultation part. So stay tuned for the next series.